Joining us on this broadcast right now. In a short while from now, we'll be getting more details of the rescue operation. But as of now, this is the latest details. The airport chief has essentially said that Tribhuvan airport chief, in fact, has indicated that aircraft that was found at Kowang of Mustang, and the status of the aircraft is yet to be ascertained. So these are the first reports now basically coming in of the rescue operation that was being carried out. In fact, we've been told that the aircraft has essentially been found. We'll also be joined by Engineer Karki, who's going to join us in a short while from now. As of now, the latest details that are coming in is that the aircraft has now been spotted, but it is yet to be confirmed whether at all it is the same aircraft in which over 20 passengers were being ferried. Let's listen into some of the reactions that are coming in.
We are waiting to learn some more details about the search operations that are going on. And have you found something about this aircraft that has gone missing?
अपडेट कोई नहीं है, हमारा ऑपरेशन जारी है।
कितनी टीम्स यहाँ पर डिप्लॉय की गई हैं? कितने लोगों से बातचीत हो रही है?
दो टीम, आर्मी, नेपाल आर्मी का टीम और प्राइवेट एयरलाइंस का टीम।
तो क्या ये पूरे रूट में इनको डिप्लॉय किया गया है? सर्च ऑपरेशंस किए गए हैं अभी?
ऑपरेशन चल रहा है। वो एरिया क्लाउडी एरिया है।
We'll try and get in some more reactions on the story right now on your screens. These are the pictures of the aircraft that had gone missing. As of now, we've been told that the aircraft has been spotted. Status of the aircraft is yet to be ascertained. We'll try and also connect with some of the officials in Nepal to just get you a sense of what's really happening on the ground in terms of the rescue operations that are being carried out. Now, let's just quickly recap what we know so far. This plane had gone missing with 22 on board, which also includes 4 Indians. In fact, that's what we are being told right now. There were certain problems with the airstrip, and also there have been changeable weathers. That is the reason why perhaps prima facie it appears that they went off the radar. And not to forget that these are difficult mountainous locations where this aircraft was flying. In fact, the aircraft took off around 9:55 this morning from Pokhara and lost contact with the control tower 15 minutes later, is what the airline had basically indicated. On your screens right now is that very flight path that was actually taken from Pokhara, and it was on its way to Johnson, is what we've been told, when it lost contact with the control tower 15 minutes. Now, apart from the 4 Indian nationals who are from Mumbai, 2 Germans, 13 Nepali passengers were basically on board the Twin Otter 9N AET flight, is what we are gathering at this point in time. It was scheduled to land around 10:15 this morning at the Johnson Airport, which is in the western part, as you see right now on that very graphic that we've put out for you to just get a sense of the flight path that was supposed to be taken. Much later, there was a confirmation now coming in from the sources from the government, essentially indicating that the aircraft lost contact with the tower from the sky above Ghorapani, and this is on the Pokhara Johnson air route. So what you see, the area that we've basically highlighted is the very place from where they've lost contact. So this is the place that we are highlighting right now, as you see on the screen, is the place near Ghorapani, is where they had lost contact. So it was barely about a few minutes after takeoff that they lost control. They lost contact. The Nepal government, as of now, as far as the rescue operation is concerned, they've deployed 2 private helicopters from Mustang and Pokhara for the search for the missing aircraft. Nepal army and police personnel have been dispatched to carry out the search through land route now. In fact, this airline that we're talking about, we'll try and go across to my colleague Rohit, who's joining us from the newsroom right now. Rohit, just take us through the details that you're picking up. What's the situation as far as the rescue operation is concerned?
In fact, we've been tracking the story through the day, and I just want to show you the map here. In fact, this is the map of the entire the location, where the entire flight was supposed to go. It was supposed to go from Pokhara to Jomsom. This is the starting point and this is the end point here. So it was supposed to be about just a 15 to 20-minute journey, right, from Pokhara to Jomsom. And in fact, if you see this entire area, right, it's a very hilly area that you see here. If you look at the terrain very closely, it was said that this is around the area where the plane was last had contact. Airport staff from the ground last had contact around the Gorepani area over here, which is just halfway between the starting point and the destination, the final destination of Jomsom, right? So this is exactly where the plane was said to have lost contact. This is the part where the plane was last had contact with airport staff. Now we're getting to know, this is the latest information coming from the staff of the Tribhuvan airport, that is in Kathmandu. They say that the plane was found somewhere here in the Kowang area of the Mustang region. Now, if I'll just go back to the previous map and show you, this is the entire Mustang region around Jomsom where the search operations were going on throughout the day, right? Throughout the day, the search operations were going on here. The plane went missing at sometime around 10:15 a.m. Nepal time, and Nepal is 15 minutes ahead of us, which means around 10 a.m. Indian time, where the plane went missing, somewhere around here. Now, we are also being told, by the way, that 4 Indian citizens are also in this plane. Just wanted to remind our viewers about that as well. So this is around the plane, this is around the place where the plane was last spotted in Jomsom area. And the search operations were launched by the Nepal government, and the Nepalese army was also deployed for search operations in this area. Nepal choppers were sent in this Mustang region. Now we're getting to know that the flight has been spotted somewhere around this point over here. You see this red mark over here. This is the Kowang region of Kowang area of the Mustang region. So this is where we also heard that earlier in the day we heard some unconfirmed reports saying that the plane was somewhere near the Dhaulagiri region. It could have crashed somewhere near the Dhaulagiri region. Now we're getting more confirmation that it's around the Kowang area, which is right next to Dhaulagiri. In fact, if you can see here in the map, this is Dhaulagiri here, and this is the Kowang region, Kowang area of the Mustang region, right? So this is where now we are getting to know that the plane is at the moment, but we still don't know the exact status of the plane. Now that is yet to be ascertained. As far as the search operations are concerned, it is still underway, because remember, this is a hilly region. So just spotting the plane is a big challenge in itself, and once you spot the plane, getting down to the plane and getting to find out, going closer to find out what the situation is as far as the plane is concerned, that is a different challenge altogether, right? So right now the latest we're getting to know is that the plane is somewhere around this area, but now the search operations are still going to go on for much longer, because it's a hilly region and getting down there is going to be extremely difficult. And now that is the next challenge, to go get down there and to find out where exactly in this area is the plane and what is the status of the plane, whether there are any survivors or not. None of these details are, we are not aware of any of these details at the moment.
Well, in fact, just staying with the details that we are picking up right now, a little details, Rohit, that we are also picking up with regards to this very airline company and the difficult terrain that basically they operate on right now. They've been boasting about widest domestic flight network in Nepal, because the very airstrip that was taken from Pokhara to Jomsom, these are basically what is in the airline industry parlance, these are short takeoff and landing sectors. And this airline, which operates about 7 STOL aircrafts comprising of 5 Twin Otter. Now, what you see, the aircraft that was taken right now on your screens, well, that's the chopper. We'll also try and show you the picture. Yes, that's the aircraft that you see right now. This is the Twin Otter DHC 6x300. That's flown, and about 2 Dornier aircrafts are also flown by this airline company. And not the first time when such an incident has actually taken place. In fact, in 2016, also a Twin Otter turboprop aircraft operated by the same airline crashed in the western sector of Myagri, where 23 people were dead. Let's also bring in an aviation expert joining us right now, Engineer Karki, just to understand the difficulty and the place where the aircraft has now been spotted.